In this video, I'm going to be showing you the best playmaking badges for point guards in NBA 2K23. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lance, and I'm the head coach for Bucks Gaming. How this is going to work is I have 3 levels here: Equip, 50-50, and Do Not Equip. And all the playmaking badges are in the corner here. And so we're going to go one by one. I'm going to tell you if you should equip it, if it has its uses for 50-50, or just it's not useful at all for a point guard. So we will start, as you can see, with Handle for Days. And so to start this off, I'm going to put Handle for Days on Equip. And so Handle for Days, of course, keeps your stamina high whenever you're dribbling. If you're a really like high dribble caliber type point guard, likes to put a lot of combos together, which most point guards need to try to be, you're going to need this badge to keep your stamina. Now, you might not need a Hall of Fame. It's really hard to get all the Hall of Fame badges for playmaking. So gold is good, but if you're really someone who's going to dribble a lot, you're going to need Handle for Days. The second one is going to be Mismatch Expert. Mismatch, I'm going to put on 50-50. So right now, depending if you play Park, Pro-Am, Rec, the meta is like really, really tall guards, and Mismatch only works when you're short. So if you are the point guard and you're, let's say you're a 6'1" to 6'4" point guard in Pro-Am, Rec, and then you're going against like 6'7", 6'8" locks, things like that, that's where Mismatch Expert could be used. But if you're running a tall build, Mismatch Expert is kind of a useless type build. The next badge is going to be Killer Combos. So Killer Combos is going to go on Equip. Killer Combos is really just makes your dribbling like way better. It's a new badge, and I think it's probably the best new playmaking badge that you can get. I really do enjoy Killer Combos, and I think that if you're a point guard who hasn't been running it, you should definitely try to run it and see how it feels after running that. So the next one's going to be Unpluggable. Unpluggable, it's tough. I'm going to put it on Equip only because it feels weird not to put Unpluggable as an Equip badge for a point guard. Right now, steals are really buffed, per se. I think like tests have been done with 2K Labs and things where the Unpluggable badge does actually like work, but you need to get it to a high level, so gold, Hall of Fame. But even then, locks will still kind of have their way with it, but it's still a badge that's must have to lower the ability to get ripped. And the next one we're going to look at is Quick First Step. So Quick First Step is going to be an Equip badge. Absolutely necessary to have Quick First Step. It's like the number one thing that you want to get on your point guard is to be able to move quickly. So Quick First Step, Hall of Fame, or maybe even gold. Of course, just makes all your dribbles and kind of your speed boost out of things way faster. It's a must-have. Definitely Quick First Step's a must-have. The next one's going to be Vice Grip. Vice Grip for a point guard, I'm going to put on Do Not Equip. I just think that with Vice Grip, I mean, you're really looking for like your centers, catch and shoot players, those types of things. You're just having the ball in your hand. I don't think Vice Grip is necessary. Now, one thing that I need to think about, or that we need to think about, does Vice Grip work for like locks when they steal it? I don't think so. But if it comes to a situation where if you're catching it and the lock's ripping you, maybe you want to add Vice Grip. But in general, there's way better playmaking badges, so Do Not Equip. Special Delivery. We're going to put Special Delivery also on Do Not Equip. I don't recommend throwing flashy passes and things like that. They do have their place. I know, I don't remember if it was last 2K or the 2K before. You could flashy pass to like a dunk pretty much and almost get like team takeover, like I think on one dunk. But that really isn't in this game. So Special Delivery, Do Not Equip it. Way better playmaking badges elsewhere. Next is Post Playmaker, and that will also be on Do Not Equip. You're just not going to be down there posting up, kicking out for your shooters. So mainly a big man playmaking badge. So do not equip this for your point guard. Needle Threader, we're going to put on 50-50. I actually like Needle Threader. I think it just helps this game's passing. Sometimes you get really bad animations. Needle Threader might help you not throw like 1 or 2 turnovers that maybe you would without it. I'm going to put on 50-50 depending on your play style. If you go to Park, maybe you don't really need Needle Threader. Play Pro-Am, probably need Needle Threader depending how many playmaking badges you get. The next one is Clamp Breaker. So a Clamp, I'm in between 50-50 or Equip, but I'm just going to throw it on Equip. It's a new badge. Kind of helps break away like the lock's ability to bump you. The extent of what this badge is I think like if it gets a little bit more buffed, like it's going to be really, really useful. But depending on your badge layout and like your play style, Clamp Breaker could easily kind of fall down to the 50-50, but I'm going to have it on Equip. You can get this many, definitely equip them. But we got a few more here. So Hyperdrive, I'm gonna add on 50-50. Hyperdrive and Clamp Breaker, like the two that I switch between. I do think Hyperdrive activates in the half court. It's not just transition. Again, this helps make you a lot faster. I think it has its place depending on what you're doing. If you're getting on the break a lot and they're throwing, you got a dribble, Hyperdrive can help you just stay ahead of the defense. So it has its places. Next one is going to be Bailout. Bailout's also going to be 50-50. I want to almost add it to Equip, but based on the amount of badges we already have, I think that you shouldn't be trying to use Bailout, but it is a great badge. Like if you get a jump shot animation and you're like having to pass out because it's bad, or you go to pump fake and you get a jump shot, being able to pass out and know it's going to be a good pass is great. So Bailout's 50-50. I want to lean it more towards Equip, but I'm going to leave it on 50-50. Floor General's next. Floor General I'm going to put on Do Not Equipped. Although you're the point guard, you already have so many playmaking badges that you have to equip. This badge should be used at another position, like maybe your center or power forward if they get enough playmaking. Floor General, of course, helps all your teammates, but as point guard, you have way too many other badges to equip to even think about equipping Floor. Another badge is Dimer. So Dimer, I'm going to put Dimer 50-50. The only reason why I'm putting Dimer 50-50 is, again, it's useful because you are the main passer, so everyone catching your passes should, they would hit. If you have Dimer, they're going to hit a lot of their shots. But with how playmaking is this year, it's so hard to get that many playmaking badges unless you just completely max out. But I think if you max out almost your entire playmaking, you're like in the 90 overalls. And so to save your point guard some badge points to use somewhere else, I think Dimer has its place, but I'm going to put on 50-50 and not a necessary badge, because the first thing that your point guard has to worry about is being able to keep control of the ball, not get ripped by locks, be able to put enough combos together, and then still be able to make their shots. So with Dimer, you might not have enough badge points, but we're going to leave it on 50-50. Break Starter, we're going to go put on Do Not Equip. Break Starter, you're not getting rebounds throwing them down the court. Really, Break Starter's for really a big man one. And then last but not least, Ankle Breaker. I'm also going to put Ankle Breaker on the 50-50 because, again, back to how many badge points you need. Ankle Breaker does have its place depending on what mode you play on. I'm really trying to think about Pro-Am and Rec mainly with this badge setup, but there are badges here that maybe can move up and down for Park. Ankle Breaker is good, especially if you combine Ankle Breaker with like Space Creator, the shooting badge. They can really like work together. And then I'm going to kind of resort these and rank them. So I think Quick First Step is the number one badge you need. Killer Combos 2. I'm going to move Handle for Days to 3. I'm going to move Unpluggable 4. Clamp Breaker 5. And then that'll be like the main order. The 50-50 I'm not going to order, but the top badges from left to right is the order I would go in. So if you get to Unpluggable and you can't do Clamp Breaker, now you got to go to the 50-50 badges. We'll sort those too. So I think that you should go, depending again on how many points you get, Bailout, Needle Threader, Hyperdrive. Let's do Ankle Breaker. If you're a short guard, Mismatch, and then Dimer. So that'll be the 50-50. So again, as you're making your build, or if you have your build, you read left to right, I would do as many of the top badges you can, and then kind of go down the list as you go. And I think you'll kind of put yourself in a great spot when it comes to playmaking badges for your point guard in NBA 2K23. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be trying to put out as many of these as I can for every position, whether it be Pro-Am, Rec, and if you guys want me to get specific to a certain mode or to a certain type of play style, I would love to really dial these in on like a 6'9" point guard should use this, or what I'm trying to say. So if you enjoyed the video, I have a link in the description below for my Discord. I'm really trying to find good 2K players to learn about the NBA 2K League, learn about some tips and tricks about the game itself, or if they just want to play NBA 2K with me. My Discord, like I said, is in the description. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.